first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Strip that ball. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Watch the run.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Don't get nervous. 54. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch. Check 9.
This is Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
Flush to his right. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
It's out of time. It's out of time. You gonna take. You got take. You got take.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On first down, it's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They run it with Carson, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Carson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. and Manus Ross complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They run for it with Carson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So give him the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from inside the 5. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try to run with Carson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a first and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Hunt. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. L.J. Collier just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
58, right over there. Yeah.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Hey,
On first down, it's Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Switch.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
At the 6-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Kill. Turn it up. Hey, alert.
Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man open, it's Ross. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Quick, 190. Stay with your man. Double time. 3 down. Check 26.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Switch. Go 14.
On 2nd down, it's Carson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson being chased out left. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
19. Check. Crunch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 35, Mike 35. Check. 35 is the Mike. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Carson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They run again with Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike 58, right there. On the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wilson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check the backer, check the backer.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Complete to Dorsett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Throwing now is Jackson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Johnson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final minute. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Alert.
Now Rashad Penny. He's got room to run past the 20 as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.